What's up, guys? This is Dave here with Dave Plus. Today I'm going to be talking about the 2021 WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view from this past Sunday. Um, just going to be giving a brief rundown of the matches from the show and what I thought about them. What they did good, what I thought they could do a little bit better, or how I thought things would play out. But yeah, let's just, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to, hit the important parts, give my opinion, and, move on to more content. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the show. I've got some notes here pulled up that I took while I was watching the show. So the kickoff match was Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought the match was good, but it felt a little brief. I'm not mad that they chose to put the match on the kickoff portion of the pay-per-view because it really didn't mean a whole lot. There really wasn't a big payoff. Damian Priest, he's going to have a big angle in the weeks and the pay-per-views coming up. So this is just to give him a little bit more momentum, kind of build his character a little bit. Kind of mold him. I did thought it was a bit silly that they used Shinsuke's like manager type guy to play the guitar outside the ring. Every time Damian Priest had Shinsuke like locked up in a clinch, he would start playing guitar and kind of giving Shinsuke some momentum, kind of give him a little life. I thought that was a little silly, really gimmicky. I would have rather saw the crowd get behind Shinsuke like they used to do in the old times. Natural recovery. So yeah, I didn't really like that. Damian Priest wins by disqualification. Yeah, didn't really like that. Didn't really like that a whole lot. I gave the match 1.5 out of 5, C minus. It just really felt silly and kind of rushed, and didn't really mean anything. So anyways, we'll actually go into the matches starting the show. Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch actually started the show. I'm really surprised that they decided to open the show with this match. The match had fantastic hype building into it. Becky and Charlotte not liking each other, having a lot of outside anger towards one another and frustration. They exchanged the belts. It was just a real big ordeal. It's not hard to find that information, but they definitely don't like each other, and this was very talked about in the weeks leading up. And yeah, I'm just really surprised they decided to put it on the start of the show, which, I get you want to start the show off hot. You want to give the fans something, kick them off, get them alive off the top. But I definitely thought it could have been main event material, given how they built it up. But yeah, we knew what we were getting. It was going to be a drag it out. It's going to be a fist fight. The match was good. The pacing was really good. It was actually, it wasn't too fast, wasn't too slow. The women actually got their good spots in. Charlotte showed off her athleticism. Becky showed her resiliency. Couple near falls from some non-finisher moves. It didn't really look like the outside heat got too physical. Both women were very professional in the match. So I applaud them on that, not letting the outside, feelings about each other influence the match, and really didn't want to see anybody get hurt for no reason. Becky puts in Charlotte's figure 4, calls it a B word. Really thought that was nice. Charlotte reverses. Becky grabs the ropes, breaks the hold. Crowd starts going crazy. This is awesome chance. The match was really good. And then towards the end of the match, Charlotte goes for a roll-up pin, tries to tug on the rope, but the ref sees Charlotte grab the ropes, calls it off, and then Becky actually reverses the roll-up into her own, grabs the rope, gets the pin, kind of stole one from under Charlotte. Ref didn't see that. I thought the match was solid. Thought the pace was really good. The pace felt like, an old match from the Attitude Era. It felt really good. But I didn't really like how they ended the match. I thought it could have ended on a clean, or it could have ended on a draw. Because we know we're getting this again. This has got WrestleMania written all over it. It has to. Definitely didn't think it should have ended in a roll up. I think they could have done better with that. But I gave this match 4 out of 5 stars, B plus. Great job to Becky and Charlotte. Really look forward to seeing them again. Don't think it'll be too long before we see them get in the ring again. Let's see. The next match was the men's Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. This was a pretty good match. I'm just going to take a minute to find my thread that I was keeping up with on Twitter. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we get the entrances to the men's Raw and SmackDown tag match. The entrances were way too long. It felt, the wait to get to the match was super, super drawn out for no reason. You could have had the teams come out together. Maybe had a couple people, 1 or 2 people, get their full entrance, and the rest come out together, just kind of speed things up. They did really good with the women's, which I'll get into later on, but yeah, I definitely felt like they could, shorten the intros, get on to the match. Anyways, so Kevin Owens starts off the match with Xavier Woods, and then Kevin Owens just walks out. He just walks out on his teammates. Didn't really get that. I was shocked by it. Definitely, wanted to see KO wrestle a little bit, but his whole angle, kind of off the rails type deal he's playing, it definitely plays into that. But I kind of wish he would have wrestled just a little bit and then maybe walk out. But anyways, down to 4 members of Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Balor he hits the coup de grace off top rope, eliminates Corbin. That knocks it down to 4v4. We get a lot of back and forth action, multiple tags for members of Raw and SmackDown. Haven't got any eliminations. Lashley comes in, locks in the Hurt Lock on Xavier Woods, and he's out. Ref calls for the bell. Woods is out. Now we're 4-3 Raw. McIntyre, Lashley, both get counted out for no reason. I definitely thought, you could have had, multiple people team up and come up with some other way to get them out. I definitely thought a count out was kind of weak. I get you don't want to hurt them. You want to protect them to a certain degree because they are 2 top opponents. But yeah, I didn't really like that. But it's not it's not my biggest gripe. So anyways, with them gone, we're down now 3-2 in favor of Raw. Balor goes for another top rope move. Sheamus counters, delivers the brogue kick, and eliminates Balor. We're now 2-2, tied up. It's Austin Theory and Seth Rollins versus Sheamus and Jeff Hardy. Theory gets a cheap tights pull and takes out Sheamus, and Rollins gets a distraction. That's what allowed Sheamus to be distracted and get his tights pulled. Sheamus comes back in, lays out Austin and Hardy. Hardy goes up top, hits the Swanton on Theory, eliminates him. Now 1-on-1 with Rollins. The crowd goes, right now, the crowd goes piping hot. The crowd, you hear Jeff Hardy chants all over the arena. The action definitely picks up, definitely. Hardy goes up top for another Swanton bomb. Rollins gets his knees up. Jeff crashes hard on Seth. Rollins gets up, hits the curb stomp, pin, finish, Team Raw wins. The crowd, man, the crowd was insane towards the end of the match and definitely gave it that big match feel. And personally, we could have just got Rollins and Hardy. I probably would have been okay with it. This was probably match of the night for me. They had a couple high moments that I really liked, especially some moments with Charlotte and Becky. and some later on in the main event with Big E and Roman. But I would definitely say this interaction between Hardy and Rollins, probably the moment of the night. I gave this match a 4 out of 5, A minus. Definitely applaud those guys. After that match, we got a couple commercials and promos of The Rock, and I was just finding myself wondering, like, is Rock gonna show up? Is Rock gonna make an appearance? It is his 25th anniversary, so I kind of had that in the back of my mind. And I'll kind of go ahead and get that out of the way. He didn't show up. A lot of people were shocked that he didn't show up, but apparently he was stuck overseas, tied up for whatever reason. So, yeah, that, you don't want to bring in somebody and steal too much attention from your actual roster. So I get it. I'm not too mad about it, but it would have been nice to see him and just, maybe come in, cut a short promo, maybe having a segment with Vince. It would have been nice. But anyways, getting to the men's battle royal, I expected it just to be like just a filler match, about 15 minutes, and that's really all it was. You see, they cut a dull sponsorship with Pizza Hut. They coming down the ring with pizza boxes and just clearly just promoting Pizza Hut. I'm like, man, like, come on, like, just show an ad on TV and just be done with it. Like, you're taking time away from the superstars really for no reason. Like, everybody knows pizza, but, just kind of get to the action. Battle Royal, I just basically thought it was just like a showcase of a lot of people that WWE has backstage that they really didn't know what to do with. And that's pretty much all it was. There for a while, I thought we might get like a little altercation with coming down to Omos and Styles, but yeah, we didn't get that. Omos basically just eliminates almost everybody, and the match just seemed like you didn't really know where it was gonna go, or you didn't really care where it was gonna go. The match had no direction whatsoever, no point. Yeah, we get Omos as this big guy who has lots of power, just overbearing people, taking over, but he's clearly green, not that great on the mic, not that great in the ring, and I doubt he lasts long whenever he gets rid of AJ Styles by his side. I definitely expect Omos to probably be released sometime after leaving or splitting up with AJ Styles. AJ Styles is carrying that man. So yeah, he won with ease. I thought the match was pointless. I gave the match a 1 out of 5, an F. They could have just cut that match from the show. I'm glad they got some of this, some of the men's talent, some TV time. I'm sure they appreciate that, get a little payday, but at the end of the day, we could have just done without that. Now we get the Usos versus RK Bro. A lot of action in the beginning, couple near falls. We see, classic Usos teaming up, beating up on Riddle. And let's see, it definitely seemed like Randy was missing for a while, like he got taken out pretty early. And you just know, Randy's going to come in, the Viper's going to strike when you least expect it. So you knew somewhere along the line Randy was coming back. Randy comes back, delivers a devastating out of nowhere RKO, and the finish. It just seems fitting right now to give RK Bro the momentum. They're a big story over the last couple months of RK Bro getting together. Randy kind of, giving Matt Riddle the rub, help bringing him up, teaching him as they go. Probably don't see them dropping the titles anytime soon. Maybe Rumble, but it could be as late as WrestleMania. And I could definitely see them probably putting the titles on the Usos, maybe the New Day, or maybe another tag team they just throw together somewhere out there. But yeah, RK Bro gets the momentum. The pay-per-view was actually Randy's.
He broke the record for most pay-per-view matches. So that, kind of gives Randy his moment to, his career milestone. I wouldn't say gloat, but brag a little bit. I saw Kane had tweeted out to him, congratulating him on it. I didn't realize Randy had been in that many pay-per-view matches. It's pretty crazy, but I'm happy for him. I gave the match 3.5 out of 5. Gave it a B-. Looking forward to see what RK Bro has in the future. I really enjoyed the match. I felt like it could have gone a little longer, but I'm not mad with it. So we cut to a promo of Vince backstage. He had this little golden egg from apparently some rock movie that he's filming. I don't have the name in front of me, but yeah, so he had this $100 million egg in his office. It goes missing. Vince kind of, launches this manhunt. Find the egg. But I thought it was, real cheesy. It didn't play out until Raw, so I'm not going to cover what happened with the egg in this video, but didn't really have much of a payoff, so it was kind of pointless. We get a promo of Xia Li coming soon to the SmackDown brand. Just giving her similarities with characters like her in the past. Don't really expect much out of her, but we'll see how it goes. She should be showing up fairly soon, couple weeks, maybe a month. Just keep on lookout for her. Next, we get the Women's Raw versus Women's SmackDown match. The intros weren't as long. I'm very happy with that. They definitely seemed like they were just kind of running through it pretty fast. I predicted Liv Morgan to win. Didn't happen. Kind of disappointed. Actually, really disappointed. She deserves it. She's been, working her ass off. But anyways, Toni Storm eliminates Carmella pretty quick. You see some women jawing back and forth. The action actually, it seemed like it wasn't going anywhere there for a few minutes. So we're down 5-4 in favor of SmackDown. A lot more action, not really going anywhere. Then you get Sasha face-to-face with Bianca, and the crowd just goes nuts. I definitely feel like the crowd definitely wanted Sasha to succeed more than Bianca, just based on the crowd reaction. It was electric. And I'm definitely on the Sasha train. I definitely think Sasha deserves the world. I hate that she's never won at a WrestleMania. I was actually at this year's past WrestleMania, and I was really pulling for Sasha to retain over Bianca, but man, was I disappointed. And then you started getting some CM Punk chants. I mean, you couldn't miss them. They didn't last real long, so they didn't take apart from the action in the ring, but you definitely couldn't miss them. Zelina Vega was eliminated as the CM Punk chants broke out. Liv Morgan eliminates Toni Storm. Right now we're 4-3 in favor of SmackDown. Sasha hits the frog splash on Liv Morgan, eliminates her. The crowd booed. The crowd was definitely wanting Liv to do something. And once again, they miss out on Liv. Shayna gets the elimination on Ripley. Now Bianca's down 4-1. Bianca, coming up, she's a big face of the company. She's down 4-1. I mean, you definitely expect her to make a comeback, and that's what happened. Let's see. So Sasha Banks get counted out after kind of jawing with her team. She definitely slid under the rope a couple times, and that should have definitely restarted the count. I've seen that happen numerous times in the past with male superstars, with female superstars. Start fighting outside of the ring. They'll slide halfway under the rope, slide back out, and that restarts the count. Apparently, that does not exist, and the ref did not know what he was doing because Sasha got counted out, and that's about when I checked out of the match because at this point, you're just insulting my IQ, my intelligence. Like, you're acting like, oh, you're a wrestling fan. You don't know what you're doing. Like, you don't know what's going on. Like, no, it's bullshit. I have a lot of years invested in the wrestling. that should have restarted the count. Sasha should have still been in there. Definitely don't agree with that decision. But anyways, Bianca rolls up Natalya, gets it down to 2-1. Bianca face plants Shayna. Very weak move. Eliminates her. Now it's 1-on-1 with Shotzi. It's hard to get the momentum back. The crowd checked out after Sasha got counted out. Bianca hits her finisher on Shotzi, picks up the pin and the win. I'm not mad that they chose Bianca to win. I just didn't like how they got there. I definitely thought the count out was cheap. Thought they could have done something different there to get Bianca to win. A more believable win. So I gave the match 3 out of 5. Gave it a C-. Definitely thought they could have done better. And they will. You know, this story is going to drag out for forever till Mania. I definitely like to see Sasha get some revenge on Bianca. But I'd also like to see Liv Morgan get a shot somewhere down the line. I mean, they've got to capitalize on that. We get a backstage promo between Heyman and Braxton. Apparently, we found out that Lesnar's suspension is no longer indefinite. It kind of piques my interest a little bit. You know, Brock could show up at any time now. So you kind of, you know, Roman's kind of got that in the back of his head. We get a promo for Big E and Reigns. Based on the time, it was about 9:50 when this promo aired. Didn't really seem like the match was going to go that long. I was actually, you know, kind of expecting like a disqualification pretty quick. But the match went pretty long, about 15, 20 minutes, maybe 25. I was pretty shocked at that. The pacing was pretty slow. I was definitely thinking Big E might shock the world, kind of give him some momentum. I know WWE doesn't, I mean, Roman hasn't lost in a long time. He hasn't been pinned in forever. But I was definitely thinking, you know, Big E, you know, maybe WWE slips one on us. Maybe Big E gets the pin, gives him some momentum, makes him look like a believable champion, a credible champion. But it didn't happen. But, you know, I'm not mad at it. Reigns absolutely, you know, mops the floor with Big E for a long time, gets a couple near falls. You just kind of felt like Big E was going to come back strong at some point, and he did. Roman hits Big E with a rock bottom, you know, kind of a tease to the Rock, 25th anniversary. Get another close two count. And I was thinking, you know, maybe the Rock comes on down, you know, has a stare down with Roman. It didn't happen, but it would have been cool. Roman hits 3 straight Superman punches on Big E. Big E gets back up, goes for the big ending. Reigns counters, gets speared outside the ring. It's like I was saying, the pacing slows down, which I enjoy. You know, don't just make it a spot fest. Take your time, tell the story, make it enjoyable. You know, when you give us so much at one time, it's hard to take it all in and process it at one time. You know, space it out, take the time, tell the story, make it make sense. Reigns hits the spear, Big E kicks out again at 2, and like right now, like I am like zoned in, a couple near falls. I'm like, man, like Big E might do this. Like this is incredible. Roman's hit him with everything he's got. Roman was kind of shook. Big E hit the big ending after nearly passing out to the guillotine. Well, I thought that's might how they go with the finish, but he didn't. Big E gets up, hits the big ending. Roman grabs the bottom rope after a 2 count. Classic. Crowd erupts, and this is awesome chance. I definitely agree. The match was red hot right then. The crowd was into it. The whole show could have had that kind of mentality. Had they just had a couple things go differently. Both guys exchange outside the ring. Roman targets Big E's knee that was injured earlier. Roman hits another Superman punch, then hits the spear. Roman gets the pin on Big E. Hell of a match. Hell of a match. Hell of a match. You know, I definitely thought Roman could have lost to Big E right there. A loss really wouldn't have, you know, hurt him much besides his undefeated streak for a while. But Big E's a champion. Roman's a champion. It's not going to look bad losing to a champion. And that would just gave Big E that rub and that momentum to be a more credible champion. But I'm not mad at the route they took. This match was basically flawless, you know, the whole way through. I mean, I could probably nitpick at some things I thought that they could do a little bit better, but for the most part, this match was incredible. I gave this match a 4 out of 5 out of 5. Gave it an A+. The show closes. Roman walking up the ramp, pointing up at this Survivor Series sign. Like I said, I'm pretty shocked that The Rock didn't at least show his face one time in any segment. But I'm glad that they kind of chose not to. Probably not by choice, just because they couldn't get him. Everybody got their time. All the superstars got their moment to be on TV. Got a nice payday. Roman and Big E looked incredible. So I gave the Survivor Series 2021 pay-per-view, I gave it a 4 out of 5. 3 of the matches pretty much carried the show. A couple matches, particularly the men's battle royal, I could have just done without, completely. That was so pointless. But I gave the pay-per-view a B+. There's definitely some things that they could have worked on and done better. But there's a lot of things that they did good. And this is not WWE's worst pay-per-view by far. I've seen some dumpster fires of some pay-per-views, but this one I really enjoyed. So everybody that was involved, good job. Appreciate it. Appreciate the effort. Definitely looking forward to more wrestling from WWE. Monday Night Raw was pretty good, but it was really lackluster. Definitely looking forward to how they follow it up on SmackDown. But yeah, man, that's my pretty quick rundown review of Survivor Series 2021. I don't really want to drag through the matches too much. Just kind of want to get to the meat of it pretty quick. Right now I'm at 27 minutes, so I don't want to make it too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is my first review episode solo. Probably gonna have some with my best friend. We'll definitely get some more on here. I know I'm gonna be reviewing AEW Dynamite. Probably have some comments from Rampage. Definitely AEW pay-per-views, more WWE pay-per-views, and I'll sprinkle in some other wrestling related videos along the way. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for y'all. If you could, please like the video, subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on YouTube or Twitter. I also stream on Twitch. I think my Twitch account should be linked to my YouTube channel, so please feel free to check that out. Comment what you think, and I'll see you next time.